That's right, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen, and it is once again time to play Who is Joining the MCU? Young Avenger, step on down. It definitely looks like no matter what project Marvel Studios has in development, they're looking to sprinkle some Young Avengers characters across their brand. Now, the latest addition seems to be somebody we heard about a year ago, this being Elijah Richards joining the cast of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier to play Eli Bradley, aka the Patriot. Now, with some of you that are undoubtedly going to have a keen eye for the detail, yes, Patriot has already appeared in the MCU. He was, of course, a major part of a pretty big storyline involving Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but my guess is that they're not really going to acknowledge that ever in the MCU, and this is just going to be a completely different take on Eli Bradley, which honestly makes sense. I mean, there's been quite a few different characters throughout the Marvel history that have taken on or tried to be a new version of Captain America, and how their story interconnects with the first original Captain America, Steve Rogers. Now, the big thing here is, of course, something that we talked about recently, where they said in the trailer that the legacy of the S.H.I.E.L.D. is complicated. Now, if you look back on Eli and his story in the comics, let's just put it bluntly out there, it's a pretty dark, and they go through a dark time in Marvel's history, experimentation and all that being a major factor in the MCU, establishing a new Captain America as the head of everything. My guess is that Eli is definitely going to be involved heavily with some of those conspiracies and bad things that happened with experimentation that were buried and now are being uncovered, which again can connect it to everything we see that they're going to start talking about in the MCU, starting with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And if they're willing to, they could also tie this into the Weapon X project, which is something we've again heard rumors about being established, or at least hinted towards in this, that will further pay off down the road once they get to introducing Wolverine and those elements. Either way, though, I think we all kind of expected this, and this show, it makes sense. So if he's going to join in and be like a mainstay, or who knows what ideas they have for this character, it's just kind of cool that we'll eventually get to see him in live action. Well, I say eventually, but it's literally almost here.